Hello everyone, and welcome to our presentation on crime scene investigation. I am Dhruvishha Moradhara, a volunteer with Shivi Forensics. Today, we'll explore the systematic and scientific process behind investigating crime scenes. Crime scene investigation, or CSI, is a vital part of forensic science. It involves identifying, documenting, collecting, and preserving physical evidence, like fingerprints, DNA, and weapons, from crime scenes. The goal is to reconstruct what happened, identify suspects, and present reliable evidence in court. Every step, from securing the scene to maintaining chain of custody, ensures the evidence's integrity. In this session, you'll understand the step-by-step approach to managing a crime scene. We'll learn how to collect and preserve different types of evidence, and we'll discuss standard forensic protocols and ethical practices that guide investigators. There are different types of crime scenes. 1. Primary scenes are where the crime actually occurred. 2. Secondary scenes are connected but not where the crime happened. 3. Macroscopic scenes involve large areas or multiple elements. 4. Microscopic scenes focus on small, detailed evidence like fibers or fingerprints. CSI follows a clear order. 1. Secure the scene. 2. Document everything through photos and notes. 3. Search systematically for evidence. 4. Collect items with proper tools and care. 5. Preserve and package them correctly. 6. Maintain chain of custody from start to finish. Step 1. Securing the scene. The first responders set a boundary using tape or vehicles to keep unauthorized people out. They also provide emergency medical aid if needed, but always try to preserve evidence while doing so. 2. Documentation. Documentation includes wide and close-up photos, sketches with measurements, and detailed notes about the scene, conditions, and anything altered. This creates a permanent record for future analysis. Step 3. Searching for evidence. Search methods vary. Grid and line searches cover large areas. Spiral is for solo searches. Zone is good indoors. Special tools like alternate light sources or chemical sprays help find trace materials like blood or gunshot residue. Collection of evidence. Evidence types include biological, blood, hair, saliva, physical, weapons, clothes, glass, trace, fibers, soil, residue. Investigators wear gloves, use tweezers or swabs, and place items in separate containers to avoid contamination. Step 5. Preservation and packaging. Evidence must be packaged to avoid degradation. Biological samples go in paper bags. Fragile items need padding. Everything must be clearly labeled, sealed with tamper-proof tape, and handled with care to ensure reliability. Chain of custody. The chain of custody tracks who handled the evidence, when and where it was found, and every transfer made. This log is crucial to prove the evidence is untampered and legally valid. Legal and ethical considerations. Following protocols ensures evidence is admissible. Any mistakes, like contamination or bias, can weaken a case. Ethical behavior means treating all evidence and people with fairness, honesty, and respect. CSI must follow a systematic process. Proper techniques and tools keep evidence intact. The chain of custody protects the investigation's credibility and helps ensure justice. Thank you for your attention. I hope this session has helped you understand the importance and process of crime scene investigation.